So then we are back with more understanding from the time of the Second Tabernacle services, where we find then the Aramaic English translation of the word. This translation comes from the original manuscripts of the prophets of the Tzayelic lineage, so then we can understand the time of the end as per Yirmiyahu the prophet. Then we find the time of the restoration and reduction, also from Matityahu, the first recorder of the spring feast, and then the Gentiles included in the plan. As it was explained then this morning, glancing at American Online, there is nothing going on again in our economy, neither in our politics. Ridiculous. It's absolutely bad beyond imagination. As yesterday, fresh information came from the Pacific, where then the European Union already preventing the banking crash. So they understand the crash is coming. As far as North America, there's absolutely nothing going on. Our industry is not being revitalized. The economy is not going anywhere. The politics is absolutely a circus. And then we are not preparing ourselves as far as taxation is concerned. Now I have this lawyer over there, the Holder guy, going to New Zealand trying to mesmerize the people over there to establish a military base over there. People already know the plan. And the countries are no longer stupid. They understand the United States, they want to have their bases around the world because they want to go against the Chinese. But the problem is, the Chinese system must become available for every person later. Thus then we begin our understanding of the bell and the dragon. So how far is this nation going to try to go until the whole system then is broken? As we understand, the time of deceit combined what they thought was heaven with trade. They mixed them up. But it's no longer mixed up. Must I have a clear understanding of trade and a clear understanding of tabernacling. So this plan is not going to work. So then we find very clearly then the Pacific preparing themselves then for the trade that's coming. Then we find the other countries protecting themselves against banking crash. Then we find North America, nothing is going on in our country. Absolutely nothing. The only going in our country is printing out more money. That's what's going forward. Only going backwards into the future. So what can we expect from our country? There is absolutely nothing going on. And we should striving for the first holy city on the land of Cush, as per the instructions of the prophet. Now, if you don't understand what this means, so don't ask for anything else. There is no other direction other of what was given. If you are a person asking for more, you have to understand tabernacling. Tabernacling is in the land of Cush. Cush is in the northern Sudan. That's where the prophet said the first holy city would come from the time of the restoration. And there is nothing else. You have to start being satisfied where you are at and not asking for more, because there is not more. We are finding ourselves in a very bad predicament. We already understand the Balian system is not going to work. As never did. And we should have retrieved last year for rebuilding. We didn't do. We purchased the war of Israel in Gaza. We gave them money, and they are at war again. So how far more are we going to get stupider and stupider until our system breaks? We should retrieve ourselves and rebuild. No, we want to go forward with it until the Chinese becomes very upset and hires the Northern Kingdom. Then the time of the Cold War returns. But then not only Cold War military, yet speaking of the trade of the world. Then if we want the Chinese to produce for our ideas, then we have to go through our friends over there in the Northern Kingdom first. Then we understand their state being higher than the first. But our country doesn't learn. They want to do what they want. Precisely, they are going to force the Chinese, and they are going then to hire the Northern Kingdom. So if we did not like then the Cold War of the 60s, not only it's returning, but then in a form of trade. And we are going to get the end of the shaft. We are going to be then ashamed and our economy broken.